Hello, YouTube. It's Silver Age Dave. I'm here in the comic room. The live stuff, like I said the other day, it's getting a little addicting. I'm enjoying talking to people. I don't mean to be going live again, but I started thinking, oh, I'm going to make a video today. And then I had a question. So, there'll be a question to the community on this one. And maybe you guys will uh, have some questions or some thoughts on some other stuff, and that'll be good. So I'm gonna see if I can pull this up. I can't see this video for some. Oh, there it is. We'll get it pulled up so I can see the chat. Chris Rose in the house. How you doing, Chris? So I can put this away now, right? We know what we're doing. Okay, we're gonna stick that up over here, and it'll just sit. So I'll give it a minute and see if anyone else shows up. Hey, Scott Johnson. Hey, Scott, I saw your email and I didn't respond yet, but dude, you will never be stepping on my toes. Literally, I open up YouTube. If someone's online live, then I'm not going live. And, if you want to do something, I would love that. And never feel like you're stepping on toes. If someone's on there, I'd much rather follow along than produce something. So, hey, Chris, thank you so much. That is really kind, and I so appreciate that. I've got a bunch of just oddities to talk about today, and really a question. I'll give it a few more minutes before I get into anything serious. RLM right in the house. Thank you so much. How you doing today? KBDM, yeah, you know what? Can't help myself. You guys are awesome, and I'm loving. This little lunchtime thing seems to be a fun crowd. So this week I'm feeling like I had some things on my mind, and as I'm going through the comic room, I'm finding some stuff to maybe bring up or discuss. So we'll see where it goes today. But I wanted to show something that was cool. This is a Jerry Lewis issue. This, I think, is from 65 or 66. Yeah, July, August 1966. It's what number is this? Number 95. But I happen to be looking through the back of this. Alan Garrett. Hey, Paul, how are you, sir? Alan Garrett is doing room walkthroughs. He did Matchbox Cars yesterday, which was awesome. Well, this issue, I happen to remember, had a really, really cool G.I. Joe ad in it. And I opened that up and I thought, oh man, that is cool stuff. This is stuff from before I was collecting, but I don't know, Alan, if you happen to see this one, if you are aware of that ad. I do save ads. Hey, Sean, how are you? So anyway, it was a cool issue. Had some of the toys you send away for. Did have, now Batman 182 was coming out, which is neat. Oh, it's Russ. Okay. RLM is Russ. Good to know. I can't keep up with everybody. Now I was away for a little while, so admittedly I missed out on some of the excitement. Nice to know Russ. So we got an ad in there for Cheerios, but it had direct currents in it right here, and so these are cool because you can read through what's going on. Now this one's in too nice a condition to cut up. It's of course got the Go-Go check cover, which I love, and can't get enough of those. So what I wanted to talk about today, there's a few people in here, is basically reprints. True Believers is out. DC has had, their Millennium Edition stuff. I think it was DC. And there have been reprints. Reprints have been out for a long time. This is a book that I got as part of a haul a while back. I've shown it off. It's cool. It's a Stan Lee book called Son of Origins. And he basically goes through here, and each comic that he's working on. Like the first one is X-Men #1. He actually, writes a little story in here of what was going on at the time and, how things came together. But it's reprints, and so he's got some noteworthy books in here, some different origin stories, and it's a great one. But ultimately, it's a reprint book. Yeah, look at that, Discovery Bay. It's not going to be every day. Now, Scott Johnson, if you're not subbed to Discovery Bay Comics, Discovery does a morning show that he kind of spells out what's happening for the day. So Scott Johnson is a great artist. He's going to be doing some live stuff coming up in this lunchish time spot somewhere. And so, Scott, that might be good to communicate with Discovery Bay, and he can get the word out that you're going to be doing that. I think it'll be awesome. So anyway, so back to reprints. I showed this off a while back. I happen to have it out. So, the Amazing Fantasy, this was the Marvel Milestone Edition. And these are inexpensive books. This was, it was $2.95 when they came out. But, they tend to fetch a bit more. Yeah, so we have these different type of reprints that are out, and I've been out of the LCS for a bit now. I've been trying to stay away from new books while I'm organizing. It's just stuff was falling in here so fast, and some of the collections, I'm going to put this back here because it's just fun to look at. So I've been doing, organizing. So I haven't really been buying new books. I'm avoiding some of the typical shows that tell you, hey, buy these books, because it's hard. And, but I happen to be working in an area of the room, and I have all these Marvel Masterworks. And I don't know if people are familiar with them or if people have seen them, but it's a cool set of reprints. And what made me think about today's little deal is that I've heard rumor that there's a yet another reprint of 181, Hulk 181 coming out. And they just did True Believers, and I did buy a bunch of them. I think my kids someday and potentially grandkids will want a copy. So I bought a bunch of them for $1. But supposedly, I don't even know about it. Maybe, yeah, facsimile. So I don't even know what that means. But, that's coming out. These are funny because I bought these a long time ago, and my original thought process was, well, this will be great because I will buy these and then I'll have, down to the ads. Okay, so that's interesting. I will buy these and then I'll read them. And the funny thing that happened with these is I never read them because they look so pretty. And I end up bagging them. And I'll pull this one out of here. Now, some of these are going to be first printings. And I think most of them are. And this one is Fantastic Four 1 to 10 is in here. And I thought, oh, that'll be great to have that. But then what ends up happening, I'm a saver. I sometimes think to myself, I'm just trying to preserve history with these things. So I get them, but then I don't end up reading them. And I don't know, please share with me at some point, guys, how many of you are maybe that same way, or do you get them? I was surprised to find that these things go for a little bit of money. I thought, probably most people would get them and say, those are beautiful, I'm going to save them. But I'll run through a few of these and show you what I got. So this is 1 to 10. I've got a couple copies of that. Now this one, the jacket on it is a little beat, but that's okay. And then I've got 11 to 20 for Fantastic Four. This one is number 21. That's volume 21. At first they came out with different volumes, and the series changed all the time. And then this was number 41 to 50. That was volume 25. And so that was the Fantastic Four series. My wife calls my man cave a mini Smithsonian. Yeah, that's funny. You know what? God bless the wives. For anyone who's lucky enough to be married to someone understanding, I kid around a lot that you know, I'm over 50. I don't have a boat, a motorcycle, a convertible, or a girlfriend. And so my wife is, you know, she puts up with me. She deals with it pretty well. But you know, that's the reality. If we is we have you know, the things that we like, and you know, and we'll see. Now the facsimile cover, I see where some of you guys pre-ordered a lot of them. Are they expecting that it's going to be a limited print run, that you have to reorder those or pre-order them? Like I said, I don't really know much about them. Yeah, I just don't know. Like I said, I haven't been in the stores much, so you know, I'm kind of out of the loop on that stuff. This one's cool. It's the Amazing Spider-Man 1 to 10. And they have Amazing Fantasy 15 is added in there. Let me see something. Yeah, this is cool. And I just showed this off. Where is it? Where did it go? Oh, it's up there. I just showed this off. This was the Scott Johnson tipped me off to that we had the Kirby and we had the Ditko version, and I never really even knew that. But thanks, Scott, for you know, for that heads up information. We'll put that up here. I think that's a cool cover. Well, it's not going to work up there. So I have that one, and I've got number 11 to 20. And again, these things, it's kind of ridiculous. They sit and they're unread, but that's, you know, that's my level of crazy. That's what I do, I guess. And I've got some X-Men. Now this one has the giant size X-Men in it, number 1, and then this has issues number 91 to 100. And so for guys out there, you know, I guess I'm wondering, do you guys buy this stuff still? Is there a market? Are you guys looking for stuff? JPL's out there. How are you doing, JPL? I do see sometimes, I was watching a Murph video, the Amazing Murphinator. He went to Ollie's, and I know there's guys that just buy the trades and stuff. So this one is a first printing, I believe, of Avengers number 1 to 10. Master Marvel Works, and they're really pretty. That was the volume 4. You know, when these things came out, they came out, you know, one at a time, and I think they came out one at a time. I don't even remember. This was volume 3. That was the X-Men 1 to 10 in there. So maybe you guys have seen these before, maybe not. Yeah, things are well. I'm taking a little break in the day today. Oh, and then this one, this is a newer one, and that's still in the shrink wrap. That is Marvel Masterworks X-Men number 1 to 10. So it's a newer printing of it, but you know, you can see how the cover changed a little bit. Maybe makes it more exciting. I don't know. And the other one I have a couple of is I've got the Journey into Mystery 83. I've got 2 versions. And these things weren't cheap. These were 35 bucks when they came out. That's one version, and then this is still in the shrink wrap too. That's a newer version of it. So I thought those are kind of cool. And what else? Oh, I got one more up here that I dragged out. I have the Silver Surfer, and that's Silver Surfer number 1, and number 1 to 5 is they give you in there. So those must have been a little bigger issues, but I got this broken bone in my head that I don't like to open them. I get the stuff, I'm like, oh, it's so pretty, and then I don't want to open them. Anthony loves the reprints, and they make them almost identical. Yeah, that's what I like, is give us the real deal. Don't change the heroes in any way. So speaking of stuff that I'll move off of those topics real quick. I happened to go to the post office today, and I found these things. They had sometimes I'll buy stamps if they're weird. So they got the Hot Wheels stamps just came out, and then they had a Scooby Doo. Who doesn't love Scooby Doo? So those are kind of neat. And I thought I'd show this. This has been hanging in my comic room forever. This is from '07, but it hangs in a place that no one can see it but me. And it's a really cool thing. It's the commemorative. You buy these from the post office when they come out with a new stamp. And so it gets, the New York date stamp on it. That's May 4th, 2007. It's got the picture. It's got the blow up, the art that they use for the stamp. And then I don't know why they just put a regular stamp on it. But, you think they'd put the Spider-Man stamp. But there were Spider-Man stamps that came out back then. And so anyway, that stuff hangs around. Once you're at it long enough, stuff seems to accumulate. I don't know if that'll stay there or not. And then I just had a couple other little stampy things. I'm just going to keep it a short show today because, I didn't have a lot. I just wanted to ask you guys your thoughts on the reprint stuff. This was a superhero one that DC had done. This is when stamps were 39 cents. I don't even see a year on it, but it's got some iconic covers and, Runaway Missiles in there for you Green Lantern fans. But I thought they're cool. So every now and then I'm in there and I'll see a bunch of them that are neat and I'll just buy them. They had a Star Wars one apparently. I bought that at the same time. The matted piece set is, they do, Discovery Bay. Now they don't sell them today. You got to be in there when they get them. And I think each post office is going to get like one or a couple of them. They're not going to get that many, but I happen to do business for the lady that runs our local post office. So if she gets something comic-y in there that's cool, she calls me. She's like, hey, if you need stamps, I got something cool. And you got Russ, you got to ask. Big Will's in the house. You got to ask on that stuff because they have it, but they don't always display everything. Where I'm at is kind of I always say I'm in Toledo, but I'm kind of in a small hiccup suburb of Toledo. And so we have a smaller little post office. And then this was a Wonder Woman one that came out at some point. I don't know when those came out. Hey, I think I got ripped off because look at this. I bought these a long time ago and they must have just come out with them again because I just bought this one today. That doesn't make any sense. They just redid the same stamps. Okay, well, I guess you learned something. That's kind of funny. I'm just going to put those all the same because they're all forever stamps, so they're good forever. If I ever run out of ways to mail stuff. Yeah, they do. The post office is cool because they come out with this stuff. And the nice thing about the post office is these will always be the value of a stamp. Have any Marvel stamp albums? You know what I do? And you're not talking about the Marvel value stamps, are you? Because I did just show a bunch of those the other day. You're talking about the stamp collector books, right? It was like a set of 1 to 10. I think there were 10 of them they did. Anthony, let me know which one you're asking about. Because I do have both. Not that I'm a stamp collector, because I do try to stay limited. But I'm having a little bit of lunch today. I haven't been having lunch, but today I'm going to have lunch with you guys. So it's just cool stuff that's out there, I collect and I collect, and at some point, okay, yes to which one? The 1 to 10, which is a more modern stamp book set or the Marvel value stamps, which you cut out of the comic books? Let me know which one. Marvel value stamps or the true stamps? The one, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I just showed these the other day. But I'll show these I'll show these as long as you're asking. Let's see which one. These are, is this the book, Anthony, you're talking about? The value stamps, yeah. So, yeah, I do collect these. I think I've got 5 of them right now. And this book is almost complete. I did a video a while back on building custom bags. Like, I custom bag and board these things because I think they're terrific. And, you know, I don't like the way they look when they're just in a regular bag. I like the custom look of things. Let's see if I can get that out of there. And we can flip through it. Heck, you guys got the time. I got the time. Boy, that is really custom. Let's see here. Do you guys want to see what's in here? I can show you if I can get into it. What I use for this is I use a magazine size bag, and I cut them down and make a flap, and I go all out when I do them. Yeah, this one's not wanting to come out real easy. Made it too custom. Oh, there it is. Boop. It's right out of there. Yeah, so this one's a little beat. It's number 107522. And I don't know where it started. I think it might have started at 102,000. I've never seen a book under 102,000. Oh, I stand corrected. This book is 100,958. So it must have started at 100,000. And that one's a 102. And I don't know what my other two are. So anyway, so yeah, so the True Believer Marvel value stamp books were such a crazy thing. So, you know, it starts out with you know, the little information on how to get the stamps and what to do with your stamps. So this is page 1. You know, you've got Spider-Man, Hulk. Number 3 is the Conan the Barbarian. You've got the Thing. Then you get Dracula over here. Thor is stamp number 6. I don't know if you guys can see this real well. You have the Werewolf, and then you have Captain America, stamp number 8. I'll try to zoom in a little bit. I don't know if you guys like this or not. I'm going to take a little sip. I'll keep you looking at those. So that's what they look like. And this one is missing, let's see, it's missing stamp number 10, which we're going to see that on the next page, which is Power Man. So we've got Captain Marvel at number 9. Stamp number 10 that was available in Conan number 36, which came out in March of 1974. And it was available in Strange Tales number 175. That came out in August of 74. So those are two that were, you know, I'd probably have a reader copy, I'd guess, of one of them. So that'll be an easy one to put back in there. We've got number 11. Who do we got? Deathlock. We've got Daredevil at number 12. We've got Doctor Strange, Living Mummy. Metarog's in here. How you doing, Roger? Iron Man's in here. And then we have Master of Kung Fu. See, that's when Roger shows up. He's just here for the Master of Kung Fu. That's the reason he came. We got Black Bolt at number 17. Volstagg, number 18. I think I pronounced that right. Hogan, Balder, and Fandral at number 19. Hopefully you guys are able to see this. Brother Voodoo at number 20. We have Cull at 21. We have Man Thing at 22. We've got Sergeant Fury is number 23. And then number 24 there we have the Falcon. So that's pretty good. All right. So we're going to go through here by request. We've got the Human Torch at number 25. I'm going to try to get an angle on this so I can see. Mephisto is at 26. We've got the Black Widow. Then we got Hawkeye, number 28. 29 is going to be Baron Mordo. We've got the Gray Gargoyle at number 30. 31, MODOK. That's how I pronounce it. And then we've got the Red Skull at 32, which I think is a really cool stamp. Now, coincidentally, when Marvel, I've mentioned this before, when Marvel was trying to figure out the detail on this, guess who they reached out to? Oh, hey, Vinci, I didn't even see you in there. You know what? The back of the book has an area you could go to the comic conventions at the time, and you could get signatures. Specially reserved space for some Marvel boosting comic art conventions to do their thing. So it says here, time to start saving the next nifty series. To get another stamp book, send 50 cents. That's what it says on the back, Vinci. I don't know. You guys want me to keep going through this? It's not an exciting video, but, you know, like I said the other day, most people will never see the inside of one of these. We've got Sue Richards at number 33 up here. Then we've got Mr. Fantastic. We've got Killraven down here at 35. We've got the Ancient One, number 36. And you think these would be worth, you know, quite a bit more. Just how cool they are and how much work someone did. I didn't cut these out, but someone did a lot of work to make them neat. No Spider-Gwen today, James. So Roger, do you know what the prize was? Because I don't know. We got the Watcher here at number 37. Try to get that lined up again. We've got Red Sonja. If Area 51 ever watches, he likes that Red Sonja. We got Iron Fist over here. And then over here we've got Loki, number 40. Yeah, you know what? When I finish, remind me about the Wonder Woman stamps, and I'll do a close-up on those for you. Okay, so then we go to the next page. This is 41 through 48, and we've got the Gladiator. That's stamp 41. Okay, there we go. If I'm not lined up, you got to tell me. Captain Kirk Productions in there. How you doing, man? Captain Kirk Productions has been doing some cool unboxings I've seen. Man Wolf is number 42. We've got the Enchantress at number 43. We've got the Absorbing Man at number 44. We've got Mantis at 45. We've got Mysterio at 46. Got the Green Goblin at 47. And then we've got Kraven the Hunter right there at number 48. That's a great stamp. Hopefully these things are clear and you guys can see them. So then we're jumping to 49 to 56. We're just reviewing, guys, the Marvel Value Stamp book with our spare time today. Wow, long video. So we got Odin at 49. I should have done just a whole video on this. We've got Black Panther at 50. 51 is Bucky, who I always liked Bucky. Quicksilver, number 52. We've got the Grim Reaper at 53. Shanna the She-Devil is, you know, the famous one. Now, you could get her in more places than one, but Hulk 181 was one of those places. So that's one of those stamps that you always kind of scratch your head and say, man, did that come out of 181? You know, like I said, I didn't cut these out, so I don't know where it came from. We've got Medusa over here at 55, and then we've got the Rawhide Kid at 56. So that's a cool page. A lot of good stuff happening there. Yeah, isn't it, Vincenzo? There's a great website. I'll put a link in that has everything you ever wanted to know on these. And MVS stamp. What is it, Roger? MVSstamp.com, something like that. And you can find out a lot of history on these, and it's actually got the list of where all these were, like what comic they were in. We've got the Vulture at 57. We've got the Mandarin at 58. I'll try to get back on the page there. 59. We have is it Gollum? And then Khazar, if you pronounce it that way, like I do, or Khazar. And Khazar was available in Frankenstein number 13, which came out in November of 1974, or that was available in the Man-Thing, which was Man-Thing number 3, which that was March of 74. All right, so then we've got down here the Red Ghost. We've got the Plunderer. We've got the Submariner at 63, and we've got Sif at number 64. All right. MVSstamps.com, Roger says. Absolutely. Great website. You want to read about Marvel history. You know, it's just a terrific website. And it's just a guy, you know, that did it himself a long time ago. So we've got Iceman. That's stamp number 65. Foom newsletters. You know what? I've got a couple of things from Foom. I don't have a lot. Roger, I could. I'm only missing number 10, number 60, and I'm missing the question mark. But I never felt like, oh, I gotta finish it. So, yeah, General Ross, I think someone said earlier, cool General Ross. We've got Cyclops. Who do we have over here? Number 68. Could it be that's not even labeled? That's really an odd one. 68. I don't know if that's Namor. Or Namor. I'm looking from a side little view here. Yeah, some Cuban guy helped ID the art. That was Metarog, guys. Metarog is don't take him for granted. Sub him up today, because the guy just knows everything. I'm calling you the guy, Roger. Cyclops in 68, and then 69 we have Marvel Girl. We've got Super Skrull. We've got the Vision. And then probably my second favorite stamp is this one, the Lizard, which is really awesome. I like that Lizard stamp there. And I think most of these were lifted, right, Roger? Someone asked. I think most of them were taken from existing art. Okay, so we've got over here, we go to the Kingpin. We've got the Stranger. I'm trying to stay close to this thing and still see him. Oh, am I on the right page? There we go. So we got Morbius, number 75. We've got, I don't even know, Dormammu. I don't know how to pronounce that. The Swordsman, number 77. The Owl. I actually just showed off the Daredevil books. I think it was 78 and 93 was the first Owl, and then a later Owl. I think it was the first Owl. 79 is King. And then we have the Ghost Rider, number 80, which is a really, really cool stamp. riding along. We've got over here, we've got the Rhino, and of course, we talked the other day about Mary Jane. We've got Dragon Man. We've got Doctor Doom. We've got Lilith, which is Dracula's daughter, it says. Zemo. We've got J. Jonah Jameson. And then we've got the leader. Okay, so there you go. And we're coming to the big finish here, guys. Thanks for sticking around. I'm not watching as much on the chat because I'm trying to read these off. Hey, Simon. Yeah, no kidding. Here's my girl. So we've got Hammerhead up here. We've got Hercules at number 90. We've got Gila. Who we got? Who is that? Byra. Up there, number 92. We've got Silver Surfer, of course, 93. We've got Electro at 94. Try to focus in again. Mole Man, 95. 96 is Dr. Octopus. 97, we have the Black Knight. 98, we have the Puppet Master. Number 99, we have the Sandman. And then we have the question mark, which was number 99. Now, the question mark only appeared in the bullpen bonus page. And that was in April of 74, and it was designed, and I'm reading it off my card, which I didn't write this stuff. This was from the MVS Stamp website. It was designed to tease the appearance of the real Stamp 100, which, what a powerful stamp. Number 100 is Galactus, and I think that is very cool. And so anyway, guys, that's the MVS book. We have been at it a long time. Briar was only in one comic. Look at that. And I think JPL asked me to show the Wonder Woman stamps. It basically, the U.S. Postal Service came out with these stamps. And they do, like this one back here is a stamp they had come out with. And I bought the matted page for it. So anyway, guys, that's all. My question, I'm not even going to, I think, do a question. Feel free if you want to put in the comments how you feel about reprint stuff. These are all unread reprint books. I bought them to read them, and then I didn't read them. I think most people read their reprints. I tend not to, and it's my own crazy problem. But maybe there's more guys like me out there. I'll save bagging that for later when I can concentrate. Yeah, hey, you know what, James? So happy you were able to catch the live. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm running out of stuff and run out of lunchtime. So I think I'm going to get back to having my lunch. There it is. And get back to things. Scott Johnson, I announced earlier, Scott and I have been emailing. He's going to be doing some live shows. Scott's an extremely talented artist, and he's going to be in this lunch hour-ish also. And so we're just going to keep an eye on each other. Can't wait to see some cool stuff, Scott. And sub him up if you're not subbed to him already. Thank you so much, guys. I'm just going to run through the list here. James, thank you. Scott, Simon Comics, RLM, which is Russ, James, JPL Flash, thank you. Metarog, as always. Vincenzo C, great, funny guy in the comic community. And I think I've shouted everyone out here, but I'll just go through. Anthony, thank you. And I think that's it for today. Big Will was in the house earlier. Maybe he's still in here. James Williams. Captain Kirk Productions is in the house. Great channel. And, you know, again, be good. Make it a great day. I think that's everyone. I'm just scrolling through the list here. Discovery Bay was in here. Thank you. From Heroes to Icons was in here. All right. Let's wrap it. Big O and Sean Green. I think I got everyone. If I missed you, my apologies. Paul Milton, thank you. KBDM, Chris Rose. That's everybody. Guys, Silver's going to wrap it up. Thanks for sticking with me so long. Long video. If you have any questions, please, let me know. I'll try to answer them. I'm days behind on my comments, but I will catch up. Silver Age Dave is out.